Coming out of my cage and I've been doing just fine. Gotta be down because I want it all. It started out with a kiss, how did it end up like this? It was only a kiss, it was only a kiss. Now I'm falling asleep and she's calling a cab while he's having it, and she's taking it. Now they're going to bed and my stomach is sick and it's all in my head, but she's touching his chest. Now he takes off. Now let me go. And I just can't look, it's killing me. And taking control. Jealousy turning snakes into the sea, swimming through sick lullabies, choking on your alibis. But it's just the price I pay. Destiny is calling me. Open up my eager eyes, 'cause I missed the bright side. I'm coming out of my cage and I've been doing just fine. Gotta be down because I want it all. It started out with a kiss, how did it end up like this? It was only a kiss. Now I'm falling asleep and she's calling a cab while he's having it, and she's taking it. Now they're going to bed and my stomach is sick and it's all in my head, but she's touching his chest. Now he takes off. Now let me go. 'Cause I just can't look, it's killing me. And taking control. Jealousy turning snakes into the sea, swimming through sick lullabies, choking on your alibis. But it's just the price I pay. Destiny is calling me. Open up my eager eyes, 'cause I missed the bright side.
Of a model, that's so typical. Body of a Adonis, that's so typical. Treat like a god, that's so typical. Still modest, so typical. Don't wanna talk about it, so cynical. So black, cut it out like a umbilical. Don't wanna risk the ouch of the ridicule. It's so typical.
It's so typical, visual, I feel like the one. 'Cause I'm feeling so good, I know I don't have to run. When you're looking this good, no one can tell you to jump, to swim. Yeah, I'm trying to ride the wave, I'm trying to get me paid, I'm trying to move and shake, I'm trying to walk away. I swear my wrists are great, I'm getting
Typical. Body of a Adonis, that's so typical. Treat like a god, that's so typical. Still modest, so typical. Don't wanna talk.
This is such a special place. You drive through the streets of Green Bay, no tall buildings, quaint houses, and then boom, right there in the middle of the neighborhood is iconic Lambeau Field. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Green Bay Packers. What we can see of the ball appears to be teed up and ready to go. And off we go from Lambeau. Wishing he had a mulligan. That's not how you want to start the game.
Not at all, because not only do you give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
Now it's Jackson. Now he's going to step up and run. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and you think back to the success he had throwing the football in the win last week, so naturally he's going to come out throwing here, but that time they couldn't connect.
Throwing is Jackson. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down. You look at this Packers defense. They've had their trouble stopping the run, Charles. Currently 29th in the NFL in that department.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out. Being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people. Put them on the ground.
First down. First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Jackson now. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Looking for Addison again, and he's got him again. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down.
First down, Baltimore.
Jackson. He gets it to Addison. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Call it a gain of 14 for the second play in a row.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early first and goal.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Jackson. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down. Well, you know, paramount for this defense is trying to keep Lamar Jackson somewhat contained when he tries to run. They did a pretty good job of it there.
And you know it's so difficult for every defense that has to prepare for Lamar Jackson? You have to think and play at the same time. And I know that sounds like something you're supposed to do, but when you have to think about your assignments against him, it often slows down your feet. You don't move as fast. You've got to be prepared for this guy every step of the way and then try and match his athleticism. Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
Get hard! Ready!
Third and goal, Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Jordan Addison, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau. And for the extra point, Cameron Dicker. Well, these may be an adventure this afternoon, but this one is good.
Ravens 7, Packers nothing. Cameron Dicker to kick
after the Dicker field goal. He's back out, ready to send it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
At their own 35-yard line.
And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Looking to put a drive together.
Yellow! Yellow!
They'll run it. Here's the rookie from Ohio State. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down. Now this defense for the Ravens, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
This a 2nd and 8.
Fire down these two. Fire down these two. Attack, attack!
Again, it's Henderson. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. The Packers come in looking for win number 8 on the year. They were winners the last time out, so they'll be looking here to make it 2 in a row.
And when you and I watched tape prepared for this, what we saw was a team that competed hard, and they played well in all 3 phases of the game. And I think if they can carry that over to this week, they've got a really good chance to emerge victorious yet again.
On first down, it's Henderson. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
Yellow! Go on, 80! Hey, Ripley!
Mahomes now to throw. Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henderson. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for it with Henderson. But he's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield.
43! 43!
A loss of 2 yards. It's 4th down.
Hey, Ripley!
Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Got a man that's caught at the 6-yard line. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Puka Nacua, 52 yards. And the Packers take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Going to give it up the middle. Here's Dickerson. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49.
First down. A gain of 16 yards.
Now flags come in. I think one of the Ravens got going a little early. The false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. To throw is Jackson. Getting this into the hands of Eric Dickerson. It'll be a gain of 5. And it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Now it's Jackson. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Addison hauls it in. Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And he will have a Ravens first down. He needed 5. He got it barely, as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Now Jackson. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Elijah Higgins, 34 yards. And the Ravens have taken the lead. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. Reed going to bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Mahomes going to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Look at this Baltimore defense. Into this game, they're ranked number 22 in the NFL against the pass, Charles.
Defending the pass has not been one of their strong suits throughout the season, but if they have any hopes of making waves in January, they've got to improve in this area.
Up the middle, it's Henderson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
That's good for a Packers first down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Once again, it's Henderson. And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. 2nd and 9 from the 44.
15. Fight on these two. Let's go, blue, yellow.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
This one incomplete. Almost picked off by the rookie, but he couldn't quite look it in. And now it's 4th down. Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on 4th. Mahomes throwing on 4th. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Higgins. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Hey, middle. 180. Middle.
Here's Jackson. Now he'll tuck this and run. Over the middle and complete to Addison. And the Ravens are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
They'll try and run for it here with Dickerson. They'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so, and one of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you could darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back.
Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Chimere Dike there to make the grab. And the Ravens go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And it's now 21-7. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. Hester to return from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That'll give him 8 that time. And it'll be 2nd and a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And he'll bring this one back to the 20.
Well, those have been a problem for him all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances.
Here's Jackson to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Jackson. Got a man on the right sideline. It's Sanders. And he'll be touched down at the end, but a big play on that one. In this weather, any big play in the passing game, that's just a bonus, right?
It certainly is, but oftentimes offenses think in clement weather plays to their advantage because you know where you're going on offense. Defenders have to react, and they often slip.
This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4. This is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Ravens take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
They're on the 35-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Mahomes to throw. And this will be caught at the 30. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Now here's Mahomes. That'll be swung out wide here for Henderson. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw and a good one.
Attack!
Now whistles here, flag down. I think one of the Packer linemen was moving. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long.
43, 180.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Julian Love picks it. And the Ravens are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on fourth down.
That's a beautiful read there by the safety. It's zone coverage, so he's just going to sit back and watch. He knows he can't get beat deep because he has the end line to protect him. So he can react to everything in front of him, and he makes a great break on the football and comes down with the interception.
Pass complete to Addison. And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
In motion comes the tight end left. Back to throw now on first down. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
That's complete to DK. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
This offense is looking very comfortable here in this first half. Very relaxed, very smooth, very efficient. No wasted motions. Things are definitely going their way, and they continue to move the ball downfield.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And Jackson throwing once more. This is caught by Addison. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A very solid gain of 27. I love that play, because in the snow you think run, run, run. Big passing play there.
And defenders hate it, especially in open space, because trying to come under control, break down, and make a tackle in the open field, difficult in normal conditions. In these conditions, almost impossible.
Looking for Addison again, and he's got him again. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. 2nd and 4. They could still get a first down without scoring. Jackson to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Now it's Jackson. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive, stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary, partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Isaiah Likely, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Ravens continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the rout is on here in this first half. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Easy.
Now Mahomes. We'll swing this out to Henderson. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
A gain of 6. That's good for a Packers.
Now Patrick going to change the play.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Jackson going to keep it. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And the Packers are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Well, they had to wait until December, but congrats to the rookie, his first INT.
Yeah, he's been a reliable contributor for this defense throughout the season. Definitely got a bright future and has gotten even brighter after making that play.
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter.
At the 20-yard line.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Not too many breaks ahead according to the radar. More snow on the horizon as we are back underway in half number 2. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. A carry by Henderson to start the drive. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 52 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues. Now a 2nd and 2.
Yellow. 180.
Again, it's Henderson. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down and keep the sticks moving.
And just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd down and 8.
It's 2nd and 8. At the Ravens.
Out of the gun, a run with Henderson. And he swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Here's 3rd and 9.
At the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 9.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
Hey, 57.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Jackson now. Getting this into the hands of Eric Dickerson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 42-yard line.
Jackson. Now he's going to step up and run. He gets it to Addison. And he's going to be touchdown, but he's got the first down.
That is definitely what we call our defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. They'll get 34 yards there.
That's another Baltimore first down. First and goal at the 3.
Again, Jackson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Now Jackson. Now he'll tuck this and run. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. From 3 yards out. And the Ravens have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Cameron Dicker to kick off.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. Hester to return from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
They run once more with Henderson. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
10 yards. That's good for a Packers.
Hey, 43, 43, yellow.
1st and 10 at the 30.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Well, that is now his 5th interception thrown in this game. And, Charles, you've got to tip your cap to this defense. I mean, they have been so impressive reading these passes, stepping in those lanes, and picking them off.
Yeah, sometimes the best offense is an excellent defense, and they've done exactly that. What do you think, partner? A season worth of highlight?
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Now it's Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Finding Sanders on the crossing route. And they move this all the way down to the 9.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Throwing is Jackson. Now he's going to step up and run. take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens have taken a 6-touchdown lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. Hester to return from his end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's third down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now fourth down.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
No, this offense is staying put. They're just 1 for 4 in these situations so far, but they're going again on fourth down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Ready. Ready.
To throw is Jackson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
Here's Jackson. To Addison yet again. What a great game he's having. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Jordan Addison with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. Hester to return from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown, so now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
They'll find Henderson out of the backfield here. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this third quarter of play. Back now at Lambeau. And this is a blowout so far as we get set For the fourth quarter, a very one-sided affair. Now Mahomes got to have this one. That's to his running back, complete. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this.
Yo. Hey. Yo. Ready, shot.
Here's Jackson to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That one goes for 24 yards. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Chimere Dike with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Ravens extend their fourth quarter lead, and they are closing in now on a 14-win campaign. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. Reed going to bring it out of the end zone. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
22 yards there, a first down. And a nice milestone reached on that last throw is here late in the season. He goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
A first down carry for Davis. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. And here's Davis to run again on second. And he'll be tackled at the 45 following a gain of just 2. A third down now, and those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. He's got his target. That's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
Out of the shotgun, they'll run with Davis. And able to work his way down to the 16. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
2nd and a couple. Up the middle they go. Long. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. So that flag will set him back 5 yards. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Mahomes now to throw. They'll set up the screen with Davis. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty.
At the 5-yard line.
2nd and 3 with the ball sitting on the 5.
Yellow. There's a water, right? Hey, 57 color, 57 color.
Up the middle to Davis. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. 3rd and 4.
A loss of a yard on the play. It's now 3rd down and 4.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4. A field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down.
Yellow.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's got daylight. And he'll get this back across the midfield, striping down to the 47-yard line. Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense will very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take pride in.
You. Go. Hey, middle. Report. Ready. Right shot.
Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. Throw left side complete. That's Sanders. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. 2nd down and a little more than a yard here.
38-yard line.
Now it's Jackson. Now he's going to step up and run. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. Jackson. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Packers are going to have it here just past the 25. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well. They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they...
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack for Mahomes and company. They'll drop the throw. Hard throw, incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Mahomes throwing on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. A man over the middle, and it's complete.
That's good. Baltimore, first down. First and goal.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Jackson going to keep it. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but second, third, and fourth quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you can win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the first quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.
So for Baltimore, they continue to show they'll be a tough out in the playoffs as they move to 14-2 on the year. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.